Ek0p's going to have to figure something out because he needs 3 straight games if he wants to win this series. And Jab is fighting to put himself in a better position heading into his last 2 matches for the playoffs. Game number 3 is getting underway right now. Ek0p versus Jab.
Got playing Hunter. Oh, called it.
Well, you know, it's not too big of a surprise.
Yeah.
I feel like this is, you know, he's doing the same thing that Show's doing. Get ahead in the match, put a lot of pressure on your opponent, force them to have the right answers. Ek0p, he swapped over to Hunter himself, so we got ourselves a good old-fashioned mirror match.
Yeah. Yeah, as you said, Jab does this a lot. When the match gets on the line one way or the other, you go with what you know the best.
Yeah, Ek0p, his hand is looking pretty darn good, but Jab feels like he's got all the tools to contest this board correctly. Now, coining here, this could be a little bit of a detriment. Ek0p is primed, I think, to play a snake trap in this spot and just start pushing.
Yeah, both these hands look great.
I mean, you have to protect your Leopardome here. This is the reason this card's in the deck.
Yeah, you can't always wait for the great turns where you get to snake trap with like a knife juggler. It's a little too greedy to be waiting around here. Maybe just wants to get the Mad Scientist going.
Yep. I like that he's playing more to the board in this situation. The Mad Scientist, I do think, will yield better value in terms of card quality, but you know, he's the one in the lead right now. He has to be driving the action.
Yeah, and I think in this matchup, you should be looking to drive the action anyway, because the kind of Hunter decks that Jab plays, you're going to be the aggressor in this matchup. He's going to be the one taking the control route.
I fully agree with you, and he's about to get pretty darn rewarded in this spot. Ends up picking up extra damage. He actually might trade here to avoid an Unleash the Hounds being a big deal. But again, he's the one with the threat that's on the board afterwards, and that's the big talking point for him.
We hate drawing another trap when you have Mad Scientist in your hand. You can see him kind of shake his head there. This is what happens to me every time I play Hunter.
I actually don't mind freezing trap in this matchup so much, especially against a player like Jab. You know, he's going to be playing piloted shredders. If you're able to trade with him favorably and then stick a freezing trap to the board, you just take a big lead in the game.
Oh yeah, of course, that's great. I'm saying you can see Ek0p kind of shake his head because he just drew his 2nd trap of the game, and he probably only has 2 or 3 in his deck, and now he has this Mad Scientist in his hand already.
Yep, some of these trades need to be made. He needs to try to hedge his bets versus Unleash the Hounds. That's really the only card that's going to beat him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I would be very surprised to see these last 2 snakes go upstairs. Ek0p, you can see he's struggling with this decision.
Mad Scientist for sure. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, he does get extra damage out of it at the end of the day, but the problem is that he's being opened to this spot. I honestly wouldn't even like to see the Abusive Zards in this turn. I think I'd like just trading in my guys and playing the Mad Scientist.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there.
Yep.
I mean, you're going to need to push through something from a Houndmaster at some point, most likely.
Here we go.
It's Jab. He always has Houndmaster. All right, you see Jab attack a few minions here, 1 or 2, and then unleash the Hounds. And you know what? I have a feeling, yeah, I was going to say, he's going to take care of this Mad Scientist too and try to proc one of these traps. Yep. Yeah, as soon as he makes that attack, Ek0p knows he's getting unleashed. That's why you see that reaction from him.
So Jab doing what he can to simplify this board as much as possible.
And Ek0p knows he just lost so much value here. He's going to get this attack in because just in case it's explosive trap.
Yep.
Great sequencing from Jab. And look, that's why he shook his head. There's no other trap in his deck.
Oh my gosh, that's devastating. Okay, the fact that he doesn't have more than 2 traps in his deck, that's really the backbreaking part of this game.
And there's the Houndmaster that Jab always has on turn 4.
Yep, I think this game just got closed out. I mean, getting no value out of your Mad Scientist that's brutal. Now, at least now I know why he was hesitating so much on it.
Yeah, he was very unhappy when he drew that trap. Wonder what he's got in place of the 3rd one. You know, these decks generally run 3 traps.
Probably just extra threat value.
Maybe like a Glaive Zuka or something, some kind of aggressive card.
Something consistent.
Yeah. You see Ek0p is not happy here. He knows that this game is slipping away over this turn and possibly the next as well. Oh, yeah, there's the Glaive Zuka.
Yeah. Lotheb, this is pretty much a no-brainer at this point. Trade first, see what's going on.
Oh, just in case he has a pirate, you know, he can maybe get a little extra value here.
Yeah, it's got to be Lotheb for sure. He needs to try to secure as much of the board position as he can and then try to use the freezing trap to get the value he needs to push in the late game scenario. But you know, these kinds of trades from Jab are just so brutal. Wow, he does get a pretty good amount of damage here.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, he gets to push a ton of damage here, and Jab's going to have to play defensive for the rest of the game. So maybe not out of it just yet with a couple more fortunate top decks over the next couple turns. He gets to get in a lot this turn.
Is he going upstairs with this Glaive Zuka?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think you just move it in. It depends on how aggressive his build is. If you have something like Arcane Golems in your deck, you go upstairs here.
Wow, that is That is some courage.
Now, Jab does have a freezing trap here to be able to kind of...
Well, he's also leaving a 4-1 on the board.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, props, but
Well, I mean,
is this the right play? You have to stop yourself and think clearly.
Well, the thing is, it might be the only way you can win from here. You're out of damage in your hand, and you can get 4 damage out of this Glazezuko. That'll put him to 7. Then you get maybe 2 more hero powers. That'll put him to 3. So we're looking at finding something like a quick shot.
I mean, I like killing the Hound more than I like attacking face. Try to shut off a kill command or something. He's gonna go upstairs.
I could get behind killing the Hound, maybe.
This is a race at this point, but Jab is about to find himself very far ahead.
How much damage does Jab have here? 5, 10. He's got a lot.
Yeah, this is looking ugly. And I think he sets the freezing trap here too.
Yeah, just in case. Something like any charge
Arcane
threats.
Golem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arcane
just like
Golem, yeah. Wolf Rider. He does miss it on 2 damage here, but is that going to be, he's going to be 9?
That actually matters a ton.
Yeah.
Now that I look at this board state again, I think hero power is actually a little bit better. He's not even dying to Arcane Golem next turn. Yeah, push the damage here, force Ek0p to have the right answer.
And Iron Beak Owl is not going to get it done. Yeah, and that's going to be it for Ek0p here.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, yeah, he gets the freezing trap and draw another card, but
I mean, even if he just freezing traps the web spinner, Jab needs an extra point of damage.
I'm sure he's got a few cards that he can top deck here.
It's got to be freezing trap for sure. I imagine you have to Iron Beak Owl just to try to.
Yeah, it's freezing trap. Well, the thing is, can he win?
Actually,
hold on. Here's the thing. He might have to keep the Iron Beak Owl for a kill command, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I just saw too. He has to keep the Iron Beak Owl.
Yeah, because he has to go upstairs here and he needs to be able to win through a taunt.
7.
This game just got real.
Yeah, down to 5. Jab is actually 1 damage short of killing Ek0p right
there
now.
it is.
Well, not anymore. Quick shot right off the top. And it has to be a little bit nervous about Explosive Trap, though.
Oh, yeah, Explosive Trap would have been...
Doesn't have another play. Just go for it. Ends up working out for him. Jab dominant in this series. 3 games to 0 over Ek0p, and he won 2 mirror matches in this one.
Yeah, and you got to believe Jab came fully prepared for this match, too. Ek0p looked amazing in the last 2 weeks with a great record here. Jab, as we said, he has been the show stopper here this season.